Jenny Funkmeyer here. Today I'm going to talk about how to go from depression, despair, powerlessness, all the way to joy. And it's going step by step, one little step at a time, because you cannot go from totally powerlessness to complete joy all in one step. But it is possible to just little bit by little bit, inch by inch, work yourself there. The guidance comes from this book, Ask and It Is Given, by Esther and Jerry Hicks, channeling a non-physical teacher named Abraham. I read this book many years ago, and it helped me so much. It got me today from a person with terrible depression to today quite good. I'm doing very well, thank you. I still have depression, but I'm not suffering from it, and that is possible. So I have to attest to you that this really worked for me. You can find it on page 114. So let's talk about what it is. There is a 22 steps process to go from way down here at 22 in abject fear of reality, can't get out of your house, totally in grief. Something is so bothering you, such sadness in the heart, complete depression, cannot get out of bed, head hurts, despair, powerlessness, feel like there's nothing you can do to drag yourself out here. The reason I can talk about these things so quickly is because I had feel this my entire life. You are not alone. I'm like that too. But today, I feel really good. I'm up here. A lot of times, I'm further up on this scale. So what happens is going from this state to the joy, knowledge, freedom, love, appreciation on the highest level of the scale. Number one, you can work yourself all the way there. So what happens is when you feel these terrible things, try to get yourself somehow, just a little bit, go from this state, abject fear, total grief, depression, despair, powerlessness, to just feel like you are insecure. You feel guilty. You feel unworthy. You know what? To feel unworthy is much better than feeling powerlessness, right? So you are moving up just a little bit. Not really good. I mean, you're still insecure, you're still guilty, you're still unworthy, but you are just tiny little bit better than in complete grief and depression. So you have just stepped up just a little bit. Then step up just a little bit and get yourself jealous, man. Somebody is bad to you. You are jealous of somebody. Someone took your lover, man. Go for it. Jealous. Feel jealousy. Now, when you feel jealous, you're kind of moving. You're like, okay, my emotion is going. Now you can really feel hate and rage. Yeah, hate and rage is correct. It's right, because you have to somehow fight your way out. And don't stop yourself from feeling hateful. Don't stop yourself from feeling rage. Rage against the machine. Go for it. Then from there, you can go to revenge. Seek revenge. Why should you sit back and let people step all over you? You go tell her. You go tell him what it is. Yes, go for it, man. Yes, revenge. Okay, then anger. I mean, I'm angry. I was angry for years and years. Get yourself to the state where you're angry, because behind the anger is passion. So now you're kind of in step 17. You're no longer way down there in 22. So now to move up a little bit, you are discouraged. You're no longer angry. You're just really discouraged about the world, about the state of affair. You're just like, it's really shitty. Okay, it's okay to feel discouraged. It's really okay, because what? You have moved from anger to discouraged. You moved up just a little bit. Then you can blame. You can just blame people. People are shitty, they do things, they did not do things right. Just blame them, man. Go up. a little bit and blame, then get worried. Worried about your health, worried about other people, worried about death, just worry. But then what happens is now you have moved from blame to worry, you've gone up just a little bit. Then doubt. Yeah, we're confused, we're doubtful. Well, okay, there we are, number 13. Go then to move up slightly, up the scale towards joy. What do? Feel disappointment. Okay, I'm disappointed. Now you're up here, you're disappointed. You're no longer down here in the powerlessness and revenge and hate and all that. You just work yourself a little bit up the scale to disappointment. Then from disappointment you go up to overwhelmed. I just feel totally overwhelmed. I feel overwhelmed by life. I feel overwhelmed by the day. It's okay, feel that way. What's wrong with that? Now you've moved from really way down here, horrifying, horrible depression, to just feeling overwhelmed. Guess what? That's a lot better than feeling powerlessness, feeling fear, feeling jealous. You just feel overwhelmed. From overwhelming, you can work yourself up to feeling frustration and irritation and impatience. Yeah. Yeah. Instead of being overwhelmed, you're frustrated. Too much to do, overwhelmed, but now I'm frustrated. There's so much for me to do. I'm frustrated, I'm irritated. You move up to 10. You kind of got yourself from 12, from 22 up to 10. You're like 12 steps away from being so, from the time that you were feeling so bad. Now you're frustrated, you're irritated, you're impatient, then you're like pessimist. You're a pessimist. You just feel everything is shit. It's okay to feel that way. There's nothing wrong. You step by step, you're moving up. You're moving up the scale. You're doing yourself a favor. So you feel pessimist. Now you feel bored. Just totally bored. When you feel bored, you should know that you're not down here anymore. You're kind of moving up. You're just bored. Then, from boredom, things make a change. You feel kind of content. You're sitting there going, I'm really bored. I have nothing to do. I don't know why I'm alive. You know what? I kind of feel contented. I feel contentment. I feel like life is not that bad. I have some time sitting around feeling just content, just kind of here. From that point, you can come up with a little bit of hope. Maybe things are not that bad. Maybe things are hopeful still. You move up to hopeful, then you can have optimism. Since I have hope, I'm feeling a little bit better. I feel a little optimistic about the world now. There is hope, hope spring eternal. Things could get so much better just in a few days' time. I feel optimism. Then you start to feel positive. Whoa, this is a very positive, I'm feeling positive experience. Today is a good day. Now, from positivity, you can move up to enthusiasm and eagerness and happiness. Yeah. Feeling positive, feeling enthusiastic. Now you're passionate. Suddenly you get passion for something. Okay, I'm going to start that project that I always wanted to do. I'm going to go do it. Your passion. At your passionate state, it's so easy to just move up just a little bit, to be joyful, to be knowledgeable about the world, to feel freedom, love, and appreciation. So from there, from this totally fearful, depressive, despair state, you work up step by step into joy. Not one goal at the same time, but step by step go through all these darker emotions, heavy emotions, but each one just slightly better, just a tiny, tiny bit better. And then going up. Sometimes you're up there and suddenly you find yourself down here and over here, over here. So your emotion does kind of move around like that. But you know what? Having this scale, this guide, really helped me to realize that even when I'm feeling really disappointed, even when I'm feeling really overwhelmed, I'm actually doing really well because I'm no longer in depression. And even if I'm really hateful, I'm still doing very well because I am not feeling guilty or unworthy. You see, everywhere in this scale, even if I'm feeling bored, I'm actually doing really good because I'm not feeling irritated, I'm not feeling disappointed, I'm not feeling discouraged, right? Boredom, there's something good about it. So in each step, in each of your emotion, even if you're hateful, even if you're angry, there's something good about it because you're moving up, step by step, just small step at a time. Up the emotional scale all the way to joy. This is Parallel University. Bye-bye.